Hello everyone, it's Adam here. This bike was manufactured in the spring of 2018. It's an R1250GS Adventure, and that means this battery is over 3 years old. And for the past 6 months, I've noticed that if I don't leave it on a battery tender, after about 8 days, it doesn't want to start. Anything less than 8 days is fine, but it is starting to get weaker. And we ride off-road a lot, and we ride off-road, we stall the bikes a lot, have to restart them, and so the cranking amps is something I really need to be warned on because I don't want this thing to be off-road and to not want to restart. So I'm going to show you how you kind of know that your battery is weakening. Let's turn it on here. I ran this 24 hours ago or so. So if you look at your storage amps, or volts, sorry, we're at 11.7 volts under storage. Which is at the very lowest of where you want to be. 12.5 to 13 is more appropriate. And then a big one here is whenever you go to start it, watch the voltage, which is right. And now watch how it falls once I turn it off. It should be hanging out around here, but instead it keeps going down and keeps going down. And so after a couple of days, it's going to not want to start. And so here's the thing: if you are at the 3-year mark, start saving up to buy a battery, and start looking for those symptoms. Usually keep it on a tender. You don't want to get to a place and hang out for 3 or 4 days and realize your bike won't start. It also, if your bike is under 3 years old, you need to be looking for a parasitic or vampire draw, because that can be an effect too. And I have a lot of electronics on here, so that's certainly a factor. Okay, on to the video. I have the ATZ10 on my Husqvarna 701 long range, and I love it. It's a great battery. So I've decided to buy the same thing for the GS. I talked to AntiGravity before this. If you email them, they will give you an Adventure Rider discount if you're an inmate. But and they also have an Adventure Rider thread where you can post in there for a discount. They will give you one. He wasn't, believe it or not, the guy that makes these, the company that makes these, despite the GS being so popular, didn't know if this would actually fit my thing. So he sold me a battery foam kit as well, just in case I might need it. So let's take the battery out of the bike and we'll get to it. On all liquid cooled GS bikes, you're going to grab your Wera set. You're going to go down here and you're going to find this T25 right there. And in here are a couple of tabs that are held on my rubber grommets. So when you remove this, make sure you do it with care so that you don't take those rubber grommets with you by grabbing these pins down here. Clear this out. This lifts up off this little carrier there. All right, now that's out. Now you have to use a Phillips head screwdriver to get the negative off. When you pull this off, there's going to be a positive strung back in there as well to get off. Let's go ahead and do that. Now in order to get this out, you're going to get your fingers under here and you're just going to wiggle it out of place there. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle. And you're going to find that there's still this connection right here. This is your positive. Get your same screw out there and get that out of there, and then you're done. Now you may want to go in here and clean this out. Mine is pretty nasty, but it's a GS, so I'm not too worried about it. But now this does come with new termination hardware. Use it. Why not? It's free. Well, not really. Obviously make sure too you get the orientation right. Positive, red, negative, black. All right, and it's all in there now with the positives and negatives. Just so you guys know, it took me 3 of the 4 pads that they sent me to fit it in there, which does mean the weight is higher by a couple of inches there, but we're talking 2 pounds versus a 10-pound rear shock, so it's not a big deal. Let's slide our cover back in there. Well, let's first see if it fires up first. Sweet. And you give it a start, see how it goes. Should get 14. Perfect. Looking good. Okay. This is back on. You know it's fully in there when you push this and this locks into place. It kind of slides into there. These should be fully bottomed down on both sides. There and there. And you'll see how slow that's dropping. That's a much healthier battery. Much healthier. All right, last thing you do is when you reinstall the this cover here, just make sure that you don't push those grommets through. There's 2 of them. And then take your T25 right there. And then we can cover this guy up. Didn't need it. And we're good. All set. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. Enjoy your new battery. Oh, and I will link below in the comments to this battery on Amazon. It's cheaper than the ADV Rider discount that they gave me. So for what it's worth, use my link and I'll get 5% back. Thanks, guys.